Okay, it is time for book chat. And now we're looking at The Debutante by Caroline Adejube. Now, she is a writer, prolific investor, and entrepreneur with a passion for literature and the arts. Now, born in Lagos with a degree in creative arts, Caroline has developed a deep commitment to self-actualization and personal growth, themes that, often reflect in her work. And we are here to look at an amazing book and review and discuss about The Debutante. We're happy to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Wow. I was just going through the book and I realized that the story talks about, a lady called Kay who is willing to, chase her dream despite the odds and, focus on actualizing this reality that she is really an amazing music artist, and she was in law and all that. But my question is, why this story? Why this story? Because you're talking about someone who had to change career,
Yes.
and she was doing quite okay, but why this story?
Okay, so the idea of self-discovery, right, is an ongoing process for all of us. So the older you get, the more you get to realize and come to terms with what makes you you.
True.
Your unique interests, your passions, your desires, and these are things that reflect in our day-to-day lives, So I believe that a lot of people, they need to sit back and be introspective. They need to self-reflect and be self-aware of their strengths and, what makes them unique. So it's a transition between self-realization, getting to know yourself and find yourself and your purpose, and then actualizing the fulfillment of your purpose. So that's what inspired the book, and the need to pass across a message, convey a message that regardless of your day-to-day lives and the monotony of having a job or a career, you have to sit down and be certain that what you're doing is what makes you truly happy. Is what gives you purposefulness and fulfillment in your life. Otherwise, you're probably not living a happy life.
True, that's deep. But when you talk about self-discovery,
Yes.
do we truly know ourselves, or are we living in an illusion of what we think about ourselves? Do we truly know ourselves?
Well, it's an ever-evolving process. I can't say, we have an absolute sense of knowing ourselves, because as you grow older, you get to, experience a lot of things, and and external factors also play a very strong role. Culture, society, family, experiences, challenges, and a lot of encounters. So it's an ever-evolving process. It's a lifelong pursuit. But the most important thing is we have to be self-aware. We have to always, you have to be conscious of your strengths and what makes you unique. So it's a continuous process. It's not just, I found myself and I have to stick to this one thing. Tomorrow you can decide to have a different career path. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. So it's ever evolving and it's ongoing.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now let's talk more about the themes in the story and in the book. Now, Kay is a young lady who was doing so well in the law firm or wherever she worked, and earning a good salary. And then she went to the gym, and then she met this strange guy, Annie. And then Annie tells her, you know what, I think you should be doing what you really love to be doing, which is music. And then she takes the switch. And now with your writing, you tell a beautiful story and say, she gets an amazing deal. She becomes a superstar, happy ending. Everyone is happy, but the stats and the reality of life, what is happening in the world today, especially in Nigeria, when people take that switch, a lot of them do not come out successful. And failure sometimes will drain people, and then they begin to think about their past and they say, I wish I never left. My question really now is, what's your advice to someone who is chasing their dreams, but yet time after time the person is stuck with failure? What do they do?
Okay, so the story of Kay Benson, who is the protagonist, the main character of the story, just like you said, she had a stable life. You're a lawyer, and according to societal expectations, you are doing well. That's a standard life. But deep down, was she truly happy? That's the question we always have to ask ourselves. Are you truly happy with where you are? And then, how would the future look like if you're doing what you really desire and following your passions. So the story and the theme, the very, very important theme is having the courage to chase your dreams. You just have to have that courage. You have to, pursue it. You have to, conquer the challenges, because of course you face challenges.
Yeah.
Especially when you're going against societal expectations. Your family expects you to be this person.
Why you doing
even your
music?
friends, I once met a banker, and in his 50s, he told me, his lifelong dream he's always wanted to be a photographer.
Wow.
And he's worked in the banking sector for 20 years. So he retired and he went into photography. It's never too late. The point is, at the end of the day, are you fulfilled? Are you happy? And are you living a life of purpose?
Yeah, but what point do you cut the line and say, you know what, yes, even if I'm happy with what I'm doing,
Yes.
I also need to make good money? Because sometimes, if you're working at the bank or you're, doing some kind of jobs, you're gaining good amounts of money, and then you realize that the dream you actually want, or the idea of where you want to be, is not giving you as much money as you used to get, and then now you have bills, you have issues, you have things to pay. How do you correct or adjust or fix that kind of lifestyle?
You have to find a balance. That's very important. And I believe that once you align your core values, with where you are going to, the universe will just kind of make things work.
All right. One thing I also love about the book is that I realized, and this is the first time I'm actually seeing this, you actually have a playlist. You have a playlist of songs
yes, I do.
that you can listen to as you read the book, and then you also have your beautiful picture. For those of you that like to see her face, you also have your beautiful picture. So let me just ask, how do we get the book? Where is the book for those and all the outlets?
Okay, so it's available in all MedPlus pharmacies nationwide.
MedPlus?
MedPlus.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yes, and then Roving Heights bookstores,
Nice.
and then Out of Eden in Banana Island Estate.
All right, I can also see here that there's an ebook.
Yeah, so it's also on Amazon.
Oh, it's on
Yes,
Amazon.
you can get it on Amazon. So once you purchase on Amazon, you can also leave a review on Goodreads.
Oh yeah, please,
Yes.
for those of you that are watching right now, please get this book. I think it is an amazing book. I have read it, and I also would like you to give a good review and share your thoughts as well. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's awesome to be here. Please, guys, do not go anywhere. The show continues. We'll be right back. All right.